Happy New Year! So, it's New Year's Eve, it's 31st of December 2017, and this is technically the end of my first full year on the weight loss journey. Yeah, no, that didn't quite go to plan, shall we say. And obviously you can tell I've not put videos up for ages. I put one up yesterday to say this was coming up, and to give you a quick tour of the new filming space, kind of. There's still a lot to do, so but it's gonna have to do for now. They'll still be filming done up in the office / spare bedroom as well. But this is where we are today. So I'm going to give a very brief overview of 2017, what went well, what went wrong, and just a couple of quick reasons as to why. So, as I'm sure you're aware, if you've watched my videos before, and they're all up there, I've just put them under basically 2016 to 2017 went WLJ. I went from about 24.5 stone down to, my lowest was 20 stone, £6, give or take a pound or two. And that was in April this year. And I'd already given up daily vlogging, which is what slowed me down with the pace of my losing of weight. But I was still vlogging. Obviously that changed later on in the year, so I tried to go back to daily vlogging with 60 minutes, 60 minutes, wow, that'd be a long update, 60-second updates. And I never got it in a format where I could say everything I wanted to say in less than a minute. At least tried it twice. It doesn't help, the second one I attempted to do was the day after the Manchester Arena bombing. And I wanted to say a few words on that at the time, and I just couldn't find the right words. I'd actually spent the day at work, which is literally next to the Victoria Station, which is where the arena is, basically. You know, we couldn't walk any closer than we were, and to get to where I was, I had to drive in, park up outside the police cordon, was allowed to walk to my building, that's it, basically. It wasn't a nice day, and, well, it was very hard to put words to it. The only words I really have for it right now are, it was a terrible tragedy, it should never have been allowed to happen. And in true Mancunian style, we've responded with love. And that's the best thing we can do. Absolutely the best thing we can do. We've not gone low, let's go kill all these, I won't swear on this channel, I just won't do it, but let's go kill all these people. We've gone, okay, you've done that to us, but we're going to show that we're going to stay united, because all they wanted to do was divide us. It's not going to happen. But I have anxiety issues, though, and part of my anxiety relief is I comfort eat, and well, that's where the downward spiral started. And also in the last 3 months, I've had 3 separate chest infections, one of which was while I was on holiday in America, which is one of the reasons why I didn't film anything like I was planning on doing so. So there are photos, but there's no actual filming really that took place for the channel. So what I'll probably do is, I'm not going to talk in huge detail about my holiday or anything else from this year today. I'll probably put them in future vlogs, just saying about certain things at certain times, because I think it'd be a good thing to put positive things into these vlogs, like, oh, when I was at Disneyland or Universal or things like that. I haven't worked out exactly how I'm doing it. To be honest with you, I've barely worked out how I'm doing this video today. But yeah. The end result is, because of all the health issues I've had and the anxiety issues and the comfort eating, I really have fallen off the wagon to the point where I'm actually now 24 stone, 3.2 pounds. Nearly back where I started. So, 2018. We're going to go back to where I started. We're going to go back to what I did for those first, what was it, 12, 13 weeks worth of videos? I can't remember exactly how long now. Where every day I would vlog something. And that something would include a photo of what I've eaten on that day. and it would include how many steps I've taken and what other exercise I may have done. So for example, I'll be going to go swimming again. I'll go into the targets in a minute, but I'll say that I went to the gym, went swimming and did this. That sort of thing, basically. Excuse me, I'm a little bit itchy. I need to shave this off again, I think. So, for 2018, I'm going to push myself hard. I want to lose 6 stone over the year. That's 1 stone every 2 months. Now that's slower than my initial weight loss, which I think I lost my first stone in 3 weeks last year. But it's still a reasonable rate. In fact, it's a fairly good rate to try and lose weight at. I haven't set the weekly targets yet, but basically by the end of February I want to be 23 stone, by the end of April 22, and so on and so forth. And I'll put the weekly targets on a spreadsheet and then get them published in the near future. So to achieve that, let's start working on the food I eat again. So stop the takeaways again, go back to home cooked foods, go back to sandwiches at lunchtime, go back to taking those pictures. You know, I carry my phone around all the time, so it's not exactly hard for me to take a picture, and it's a pretty good camera on that thing. It's just a shame it's got one of the lightning port only connectors now, which is being a bug of putting this external microphone on. But hey, so as I say, food wise, no more takeaways, no more dining out. There'll obviously be the odd occasion where I fall off the wagon, but I've got to justify it. So if I go to one takeaway, I must do X number of steps extra to work it off. Again, I've not worked that detail out, so for now I'm just basically saying don't do all the stupid stuff. So that's eating, and I'm starting that from tomorrow because today's New Year's Eve. I'm going out. I've got plans with friends, and we're having a takeaway as part of that. So I don't want to include that for this. That's why everything's starting tomorrow. Steps, however, I'm going to start today. I don't mean the band, although I did see them in December. A really good concert in the arena, Manchester Arena as well. Again, come back to that another day. Daily average for December has been 5,250, which, considering I'd got myself up over 10,000, that's 11, 12,000 at some point, is not good. So we need to get ourselves back up on that. So what I'm intending to do is I want to increase my step count by 1,000 a month. And the actual steps for December was 5,249. The way I'm going to work this is I'm going to round up the average for the last month to the nearest 500. So basically making this 5,500. And then each week of each 4 weekly period, and I'll explain that in a minute for you, I'm going to increase my daily average by 250 steps. I have a daily step target in there which is based on what I've done in previous weeks. So if I've done, I don't know, less steps on a Sunday than I have on a Wednesday, I'm allowing the average to account for that. I want to even that out eventually, but there's no point rushing in and doing everything at once, hence why I'm going slowly. So this week's target from today through to January 6th, that's Saturday, yeah, that's right. I've got to hit 5,750 daily. Again, that's an average, so I can do 5,000 on one day and make up for it by doing 6,500 another day. But as long as the average works out right. I have also set myself a minimum, which, let's just get this back up. At the minute it says 5,500. I might drop that by 500 to make it 5,000, just so it works out a bit more even for me. But not even, sorry, a bit more achievable for me. But I'll do a bit of fiddling with that and work it out. So say we're not fully up on this plan. The daily average I want to be right. We'll work out the details a little bit later, just as long as the daily average works out. I feel like I'm going into this blind the way I'm talking, but I have got it all in my head worked out. I just find it hard to articulate sometimes. Anyway, so going back to the script, well, it's kind of a script, it's just saying what I'm planning on doing this year. So I mentioned 4 weekly periods. This is just to make it easier to calculate. So if I said I was doing it on a monthly basis, well, January finishes on a Wednesday, as does February. March finishes on a Saturday. It would make the weeks harder to calculate, basically, is what I'm saying. So if I say we have 4 weeks in each period, the first week starts today and finishes on Saturday, and so on and so forth. I can say there's 13 periods in a year. It just makes life easier for that calculation. I know for the weight loss that doesn't sound right, but it will work out. And I mentioned swimming as well. So I've not been swimming for about 3 months since I started getting these chest infections. I think I mentioned that earlier. It's in the script, so I should have done. I'm sure if I haven't, I'll just edit it in post and you'll hear me start talking separately in a minute. So swimming, I'm going to do 10 lengths this week, so that will, I don't know which day, but it'll probably be one day doing 10 lengths in the pool. Next week, I'll increase that by 10, so we're doing 20 lengths. But it'll be like, I'm just going to give example days here. So this week, say Wednesday, do 10 lengths. Next week, do Tuesday and Thursday, 10 lengths on each day. Basically, keep increasing it by a day till I hit 50 lengths. So that's week 5, I'll do that eventually. So that'll be 5 days at 10 lengths a day. And then when I increase it by 10 lengths again, I can just add 2 lengths to each day. So that I'm doing 12 lengths on Monday, 12 on Tuesday, 12 on Wednesday, so on and so forth. And it's just to try and make it a gradual increase, whilst actually increasing it by quite a bit. And that's basically the plan. Now, you may have noticed, I've got it's a glass water bottle. This makes the water taste like water rather than plastic. So I'm going to start filling this up. This is 600 millilitres. What I'm going to say for now, and yes, the plan will change going forward, but right now I want to have this once in a day, so 600 ml water. The rest of the drink can be whatever they want, but even doing this will reduce my calorie intake through things like Coke, hot chocolate, Vimtos, that sort of thing. It's not so bad here because I generally have either Coke Zero, which isn't good for me, but it's not got any calories in, so that's the main thing, or Vimto no added sugar. Again, no added sugar, no calories. Whereas at work, the Vimto that comes out of the machine is full fat, Coke is generally full fat, and you get hot chocolates, which is full fat. So, as I say, doing this will make a difference. Also, I'm going to try and do some cooking. So I found this book in Asda. It's called £1 Meals. What I'll do is I'll put some pictures of some of the things in there, but just to give a reasonable example. Well, spaghetti carbonara. So I don't know if you can see that on there. If you can't, you'll see a picture come up on screen that overtakes it. There's loads of recipes in here. A lot that I probably won't eat. So there's a prawn and feta brulee. I still can't talk in case you can't tell. Things like that. Eats prawns. I can't eat fish. So I know there's things that I won't be able to eat because I can't eat it. But there's other things in here that actually look quite interesting. And again, they reckon these meals will cost only £1. I don't believe that for a second, but we'll go with what we can on this. Ultimate £1 hangover cure. Looks like mac and cheese in toasted butties. It's been on top of some sort of drink. Oh, tomato juice. I don't really get hangovers, so I'm not worried about that. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I digest, and as I say, I will show you more of that as the year goes on, because I'll probably try 1 or 2 meals a week on that. But it looks interesting to say the least. I don't think they're the healthiest things in the world, but I think they're healthier than going to a takeout, basically. How long have I been going now then? About 16 minutes. Now the reason I'm checking the time, apart from the fact I don't want to bore you for too long, this is the second attempt to do this video, and the first attempt failed because my camera decided it was going to cut off after, I think it was so stupid, like 22 minutes and 50 seconds. Now, that means I rambled on for too long, as far as I'm concerned. Hence why I'm redoing it. So, knowing that and hoping it hasn't cut off now, and if it has, that's why it's audio only, by the way, but we'll discuss that later. Well, we'll discuss that if it happens. If it has, I've totally lost my train of thought there. Yeah, I think I've got to my rambling stage here, so I'm going to stop myself before I go too far. What I'm going to do, as I say, I've gone through the plan with you. Nothing is published yet, but by next Sunday's update, apart from the fact I want to be able to say I've lost, I can't tell you how much weight yet because I need to work it out. In fact, let's just work that in my head actually. So I want to lose 1 stone, 3 pounds. Well, let's just say 1 stone. So that's probably about £2 a week, I reckon. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, just over £2 a week. But yeah, we'll get some proper spreadsheets published so you can see exactly what the plan is for 2018. And hopefully you'll be able to see where I am on track with that as well. So if you've made it this far, thank you very much for watching. If you like what I'm doing, hit that like button. Leave a comment, encouragement, suggestions, tell me what I'm doing wrong, anything, absolutely anything. That's what the comment box is there for. If you don't want to comment on that and you know me personally, by all means, speak to me directly, Facebook message me, anything like that. Subscribe. Is that everything for YouTube? Like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment. You can tell I've not done one of these for ages. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching today, guys, and you'll see a daily vlog from tomorrow onwards. Otherwise, you'll see my weekly update next Sunday. Thank you very much, and goodbye.